Hello and good evening to the 2025 Rep Recognition Night, an opportunity for us to introduce our All-Stars teams and representative teams for the 2025 season. I'd like to firstly welcome you to Country and Ryde in the spirit of reconciliation. The area of Ryde acknowledges the traditional custodians of this land on which we gather, the Wallumedegal clan, and their connection to land, sea and community. We pay respects to their elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. We've gathered here tonight, as I said, to honour our rep teams, and let's see them come in. I know that they're waiting for a signal for me. We have 14 representative teams who will compete in championships through 2025. The youngest of which will compete tomorrow in the Rookies Cup. We have 5 Rookies teams: the Rookies Red, the Rookies Black, the Rookies Green, the Rookies Blue, and the Rookies Girls team. The Rookies Cup is actually tomorrow, and we look forward to seeing all of those young Rookies players on the diamond, hosted by Greenway tomorrow for the day. So fabulous for them. Our next age group up is the league aged 10 and 11. So we have 2 teams in this age group competing at the state championships in April. The league aged 10-11 grey and the league aged 10-11 white teams. Bring them out. Here they come. The next age group up is Little League. We also have 2 teams competing at the Little League State Championships in April at Blacktown International Sports Park. That will be Little League Red and Little League Black. That looks like them there. God love them. I don't know where they're all coming in from. The next age group up is Intermediate League. They will also compete at the state championships in April. We had the Rookies girls the Rookies inaugural girls Little League team compete at the state championships in January, and that was a real honour for those young all-girls team to compete in the inaugural Little League Girls State Championships. We have a Junior League team, just the one Junior League team this year, and they will also compete at the State Championships in April. And we'll bring it home with our 2 Senior League teams, Senior League Red and Senior League Black, the oldest of our representative players who will compete at the State Championships again in April. So 14 teams in all, over 130 young Hawks competing proudly. We'd like to thank all of our coaches, staffs, families, and of course all the players. We'd like to thank our representative committee headed up by Matt O'Neill, Michael Haggerty, Paul van der Westhuizen and Brini Foster. And I think here they come, the last lot. I'd like to thank Corky out the back there, celebrating with all of the players as they come in. If I can ask you to remove your hats and all be upstanding, please, for the national anthem.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth fertile. Our home is God by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair. Beneath the rain.
That'll do. If I can ask one of our young Rookies players who's been chosen by our head coach to throw out the first pitch in tonight's game Logan Zanubi from the rookie red team has been chosen to throw out tonight's first pitch. He's going all the way up onto the plate. Woo! Great job. Congratulations to all of the players who've been selected for the 2025 campaigns. We hope you can stick around and watch first grade. Clear the diamond and let's play ball. Good evening and thank you for joining us for this first grade coverage of the New South Wales State League. This is round 20, our penultimate round, coming to you from ELS Hall, but it will be the last first grade game that I will call for this season. I'm not here next week, but I do have a very, very, very wonderful guest commentator for you. Gary Pisana will take over the commentary for first grade on next Saturday night's game. So if you've got any questions for Gary, load them up into your YouTube. Hit like and subscribe on the platform Game Time Live, and you'll be able to ask Gary some of those questions during next Saturday night's broadcast. I'll go around the diamond and quickly introduce you to your Ryde Hawks, how they've taken the field tonight. The starting pitcher is none other than Ben Karakassis, announcing this week his journey to college will continue in the latter part of this year. So big shout out to Benny Kane, his family, as he moves off to college. Amazing young man, and we'd love to see his baseball journey continue. Behind the dish is Jackson Heap. At first base is Oliver Flockshaw, also college bound in the autumn. We'll get some full details on all of these colleges for you, but it's Oliver Flockstra, also college bound. Jesse O'Connell, second base. Third base is Cooper Wilson, also college bound. How good's that? Shortstop for today's fixture, Joe Stevens. He's back from college, as was Jesse O'Connell. Holy moly. The outfield, left to right, Christian Lane, just been announced in an under-18s Australian squad, so kudos to Christian for that. Centre field is, where are we up to? I don't have a centre fielder. Let's try that again. Cooper Wilson is in centre field, of course, and in right field is Baden Haggerty. So Benny Kay is on the mound. The first of the Sharks to face him will be Zane Ross, and he's in the batter's box right now. He'll be followed by Jake McKenzie, Lachlan Ross. The cleanup hitter is Kobe Roberts. Peter Baker will bat 5, Jackson Griffiths 6. Quinn Di Pascali will bat 7. Luke Kovac is the starting pitcher and he will bat 8. And Nathan Pays will bat in the 9 hole. Andrew Clements is the umpire in charge of tonight's game. Jim and Lee is the field umpire. The scorers are Lynn Donnell and Janine Cummings. And I'm Kerry Choi. Owen Taluda is our panel operator tonight, flying solo. And 3-1 is the count for Zane Ross. And Jane Ross will draw a walk. If you are just joining us, it's worthwhile to look back on the rep recognition night. We've just had a little ceremony before the first pitch of first grade. And our first teams competing this year were our girls' inaugural Little League State Championships held in January up at Roth Park, hosted by Rangers. So we thank Rangers for that. Keep it local. And the second tournament is a Rookies Cup, and that's tomorrow at Greenway. Again, another Ryde club hosting a tournament. Very proud of baseball in the region. Pick-off attempt there to first for Ross. 1 ball on Jake McKenzie. And the choppy hit there. Grappler over. And the out's going to be recorded. In fact, I don't think I announced Lincoln Grappler when I ran around the field. Lincoln Grappler is the third baseman. So behind the dish is Jackson Heat. First base is Oliver Flockstra. Second base is Jesse O'Connell. Third base is Lincoln Grappler. The shortstop is Joe Stevens. Outfield left to right, Christian Lane, Cooper Wilson, Baden Haggerty. It's 1 away here in the top of the first. And Lachlan Ross will step in for his first appearance. Zane Ross moving down to second base on the ground out there from Jake McKenzie. Full house here at ELS Hall tonight. Wonderful opportunity for the first grade boys to play in front of the packed bleachers. And it is pretzel night. Warm pretzel night. 1-1 the count now for Lachlan Ross. That one sent skyward by Lachlan Ross, moving in, making sure if that one is Cooper Wilson in centre field. The 2 away here for the Sharks in the top of the first. And will bring to the plate for his first appearance a clean-up hitter, Kobe Roberts. First pitch into Roberts, down, ball 1. That's inside. It's going to get away from Heap, and Ross will move down to third base. So 2 balls. Three straight balls there for Roberts. And Roberts will draw a walk. So the bases, runners on the corners now for Cronulla. Peter Baker will step in the 5 hole. That one's, it's got Stevens out of position. It's going to be a choppy hit into left field, but it will be enough for the Sharks to plate their first run of the game here in the top of the first. So Baker with a choppy hit to left field, and a run will score. Again, runners on the corners, 2 out here for the Sharks. And the swing there from Griffiths. Griffiths is a double-up player from under 18s. So another young player getting an opportunity to stick around and get more baseball. So 1 and 2 is the count now for Griffiths. And the swing there will get a little bit of bat. And Jackson Griffiths will go down on strikes, and that will be the end of the Sharks here in the top of the first. They do play to run. They'll leave 2 stranded. And the first half of the first inning is in the book. I'll take you around the diamond and introduce you to the Sharks, where they've taken the field defensively. Hopefully I'll do a better job of it than I did with the Hawks. The starting pitcher is Luke Kovac. Behind the dish, the honours go to Jackson Griffiths. First base is Peter Baker. Second base is Lachlan Ross. Third base is Kobe Roberts. The shortstop is Jake McKenzie. Outfield left to right, Quinn DiPascali, Zane Ross and Nathan Payas, who is also a double up from under 18s. Your Ryde Hawks will come to the plate in this order. Baden Haggerty will be the lead-off. Cooper Wilson will bat in the 2-hole. Joe Stevens 3. Jesse O'Connell is the clean-up. Matt O'Neill will bat 5. Jackson Heap 6. Christian Lane, who is also an under 18s double-up, will bat 7. Oliver Flockstra 8. And Lincoln Gruppler will round out the starting 9 for the Hawks. Okay, so just going through his last few warm-up pitches, Luke Kovac. So Baden Haggerty will step in now for his first appearance. And the first pitch into Haggerty will be a called strike 1. That's on the ground to the second baseman, Ross, and over to first base for the first out. So Cooper Wilson will step in now for his first appearance, and he'll open his account with a swing. 0-1 is the count. Full 9 innings played here in first grade. It's a beautiful evening despite the warmth of the day. It's turned into an absolutely delightful evening. We had smoke haze here earlier from a fire, a controlled burn, I'll say, not a fire, a controlled burn at Delhi Road. And Wilson's going to get called out on strikes. So Joe Stevens will step in now for his first appearance. And Stevens will send the first pitch in to the top of the fence here. 0-1. One and one. Big swing there from Stevens. Going to level up the count. Two. And that's hit Stevens. So the Hawks will have a base runner here in the bottom of the first innings. Jesse O'Connor will step in for his first appearance. And that's back up the middle, scooped by Kovac over to Baker. And that will be the end of the Hawks here. So with one innings complete, Cronulla with a lead here, 1-0. We'll be back very, very shortly for the top of the second. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the second inning. Quinn DiPascali will step in now for his first appearance. Benny Kay out back on the mound again for your Ryde Hawks. DiPascali playing in left field tonight. First pitch in from Caracasas. Out and down. Ball one. Two balls. At 1 cent skyward by DiPascali, moving across and taking the catch will be Baden Haggerty. Fly out to right field there. The first out here in the top of the second. Look, Kovac will step in now for his first appearance. He's pitching and hitting for himself here in this first grade game tonight. And the first pitch in to Kovac will be inside ball one. One and one. So 3 balls, 1 count. Time's been called quickly down in the right field area. Looks like a loose ball from the concourse. Could be 100 kids down on that concourse, all queuing up for a blue slushie. And a hot pretzel. So Luke Kovac will draw a walk. Nathan Payas will step in for his first appearance in this game, not for the day. First pitch in ball one. Two balls. Pick-off attempt there at first. And down the chute for Payas, 2 and 1. It's going to miss outside. So 3 and 1. That one's on the ground. Choppy hit for Stevens. He's going to turn it to O'Connell. He'll turn it to Flockstra. And the ground into the double play has got a good cheer from the crowd. It will end the Sharks here in the top of the second. Plenty of baseball still to come your way. Full 9 innings here tonight. We'll be back shortly for the bottom of the second. Good evening and welcome back to the bottom of the second innings. Luke Kovac out for his second innings of work. The first of the Hawks to face Kovac here tonight in this inning will be batting in the 4-hole, the designated hitter, Matt O'Neill. And I'm sure a lot of the kids in the grandstand will be interested to see Coach Matt's approach to the plate. Let's put it that way. These young Chargers up in the stand. They've had a couple of weeks of coaching in Little League about pitch selection. I can see them sitting all over there. Very cute. Okay, so the first pitch. Here's the pitch. First pitch into O'Neill, down, ball 1. And O'Neill's going to see that one in 1-1. And that one's lined into right field by O'Neill. The pressure's off. I'm sure he would have felt the pressure on that one with all the eyes of the RHBL watching him, particularly the young kids he's been coaching in the Little League team in the last couple of weeks. It's great for them to be here tonight to see how it's done. Jackson Heap will step in for his first appearance tonight. And the first pitch into Heap will be strike 1. That one's on the ground for Heap, backhanded by the shortstop. It's going to be 1 out at second base. Not much O'Neill can do about that, but Heap will get aboard with the fielder's choice. Nice play by the shortstop, McKenzie. And Christian Lane will step in for his first appearance tonight. As I said, Christian Lane being selected as one of 29 under-18s players to form a squad. Preparation for the under-18s World Cup. Amazing opportunity for him. We wish him all the best. The first pitch into Lane is called a strike 1. And that one's fouled away down the left field line. And that's got to be outside for Lane. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Quick turn there from Kovac. And Jackson Heap's going to get the stolen base. So we're Hawk now in scoring position for Christian Lane. Two and two. That's outside for Lane. So Heap will move down to third base on the wild pitch. So one out here in the bottom of the second. Christian Lane with a real opportunity to tie up this ball game. Full count on the hitter. Christian Lane will draw the walk. The runners on the corners now for your Ryde Hawks. Will bring to the plate Oliver Flockstra, the first baseman. I apologise to you for tripping over myself getting these lineups read out, but it's been a big day. We've been here with, we've had the Hawkies Go Live this morning where we had 18 teams facing live pitching for the first time. An absolutely cracker event. And that's down the left field line for Flockstra. It's definitely going to score Heap, and Lane's been waved in. And Lane will run the three bases. So the Hawks will plate two here in the bottom of the second. And the crowd are loving that rip down the left field line by Oliver Flockstra. Great base running from Christian Lane. Drew the walk, ran the three bases, dived into a cloud at home plate and beat the ball. So great baseball all around there, thoroughly enjoyed by the crowd here tonight. Lincoln Cronulla is going to step in now for his first appearance. That one sent skyward by Gruppolo. It's going to find grass. So Lincoln Gruppolo is going to pick himself up a hit here. Oliver Flockstra will move down to third base. And the Hawks with runners on the corners are going to turn the order over. And Baden Haggerty will step in for his second appearance. The ground out to second base in his first at bat tonight. Haggerty will have a chop at that one. That's going to set up for Haggerty 1-1. That one's fired into right field. It's going to be a base hit for Haggerty, and it's got away from the right fielder. Oliver Flockstra is definitely going to come in to score. And Lincoln Gruppolo's been waved in. And he's going to beat it too. And Haggerty's going to get around to third. Baden Haggerty with the single to right field. I reckon the rest of it's going to be charged as an error and a fielder's choice. But regardless, 2 runs have crossed here. Again, so 4 in total. And Baden Haggerty is standing safely at third base. And we've still got plenty going in this inning. Just the 1 out. Cooper Wilson will step in for his second appearance, striking out in his first at bat in the bottom of the first. Hawks look like they've come to play tonight. Big swing from Wilson, 82 miles an hour from Kovac. Another big swing from Wilson. 0-2 is the count. That one's fired into right field by Wilson. Moving over and taking the catch will be the right fielder Nathan Pays. But Baden Haggerty will tag up, and the sacrifice fly will score another run here for the Hawks. There's our bat boy, Jensen Kosh. Second bat boy for the day. Max Minard was the bat boy for second grade. Jensen Kosh is a regular bat boy here for us at ELS Hall for first grade. And tonight, the Hawks are swinging it. Joe Stevens will step in for his second appearance. He was hit by pitch in his first at bat, or first appearance, I should say. And the swing will open his account. Swing the bat, swinging it out of his hand. I would 1 for Stevens. Base pass cleared of Hawks. That one sent skyward by Stevens. Moving back is the centre fielder Ross, and he will take the catch in deep centre field. So that will be the end of the Hawks here in the bottom of the second, but not before they plate 5. That's right, sports fans. They've plated 5. And after 2 completed is your Ryde Hawks 5, Cronulla 1. We'll be back shortly with the top of the third.
This is music for the soul.
Oh shit, please get on your knees. Came from the jungle, up in the trees. I got a few tricks up in the sleeve. One wrong move, I'ma let out the big shoes, check out the crease. Blow like I'm Bigfoot, step on the beat. Make a man's run till he step out the crease. When the whole place scream, gotta get out the
Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the third. Zane Ross is the batter in the box. Ben Karakassis is the pitcher on the mound. 2 balls is the count on Ross. That's 3 straight balls there. So this is my personal final State League broadcast for 2024-25. Next week broadcast will have some guest commentators for you. That's a 3-1 pitch there for Zane Ross. But it won't be my final broadcast, because next Friday night we'll be broadcasting the championship games of the RHBL Little League and Intermediate League live here from ELS Hall. So definitely something to put in your calendar, because those championship games are usually a cracker. The swing there from Ross will send him back to the dugout. Foul tip signalled by umpire Clements. And Ben Karakassis will pick up his second strikeout of the night. We'll bring to the plate for his second appearance Jake McKenzie. First pitch in to McKenzie will be called strike 1. And that's going to miss inside. McKenzie jumping out of its way, very close to hitting him. 1-1. That's outside. So 2 balls, 1 strike. So 3-1 for Jake McKenzie, the shortstop. That one's on the ground. Stevens with the backhanded play over to Flockstra. And the out will be recorded. Great opportunity for the young Hawks here tonight to see an outstanding athlete like Joe Stevens there with that play. Lachlan Ross will step in for his 3rd appearance. He flew out to centre field, batting in the 3-hole, playing second base. And the first pitch in from Caracasas will be called strike 1. That one's on the ground. This time, Grappala will steady his feet and Flockstra with the grab. And the out will be recorded. So the Hawks will keep the Sharks scoreless here in the top of the 3rd. We'll be back for the action from the bottom of the innings. Good evening. Welcome back to the bottom of the 3rd innings. Jesse O'Connell will step in for his 2nd appearance, grounding out to the pitcher in his first at bat in the to end the Hawks in the bottom of the 1st. That's outside for O'Connell. 2 balls. Shout out to Nan Williams, a regular viewer of our stream. 2 balls, 1 the count for O'Connell. It is a lovely night for Ryde Pride. And O'Connell with the swing will level up the count 2-2. On that one, Ricochet rabbited off the fence. 2-2. And O'Connell will draw the walk. Bring to the plate for his 2nd appearance, Matt O'Neill, single to right field. Single to right field to get the Hawks underway in the bottom of the second. They proceeded to go on and plate 5 in the inning. The first pitch into O'Neill, struck one. Pick off attempt there. Kovacs has thrown it away. O'Connell's going to get to second. So runner in scoring position now for O'Neill on the fouled pick-off attempt there. Just the one strike on O'Neill. There's a guy out in centre field walking around. That's up and out. I think someone's going to have to stop this game until old mate gets off the field out there. Huh? This looks like, I was going, how the Sharks look like they've got an extra outfielder, but it's just an old guy walking through the field. And that one fouled down the right field line. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on O'Neill. O'Neill's going to see that one down, kept in front by the catcher Jackson Griffiths. Okay, I think this is quite dangerous now. This guy down in right field, I mean, he's pretty close to the gate. That one's on the ground, scooped up by Lachlan Ross. It will advance the runner O'Connell down to third base. So productive out there for O'Neill. And old mate's off the field, so that's good. I feel more relieved. Jackson Heap will step in now for his second appearance. He reached on a fielder's choice. He's also got a stolen base. So worked hard to get around into scoring position. That one's fired back up the middle. It's going to be caught. The sack won't happen. So the line out to centre field for Jackson Heap. And just like that, the Hawks have 2 out. O'Connell still standing at third base though. Christian Lane will step in now for his second appearance. He drew a walk in his first in the bottom of the second. Came around to score with some incredibly powerful base running. First pitch into Lane is outside, ball 1. Outside again, 2 balls. That's sent skyward by Lane, moving back and taking the catch a couple of metres in front of the fence will be Quinn DePascali. So definitely a good rip there from Lane, almost at the fence. But the Hawks will leave the runner stranded, and after 3 completed is your Ryde Hawks 5. Cronulla 0 will be back for, Cronulla 1 will be back for the top of the 4th. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the fourth innings. Kobe Roberts will step in for his second appearance. He drew a walk in the top of the first. Ben Caracassis is the pitcher on the mound for the Hawks as Roberts fouls that one down the left field line. That's going to drop in for Roberts. So 0-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runs up and out to 2-2. That one's missed somewhere. Full count. And Roberts will draw the walk. Again. Peter Baker will step in now for his second appearance. Baker singling to left. And 1-1 is the count now for Baker. And that's going to catch the inside of the plate on the left-handed first baseman. That's going to see Baker down on strikes. Caracassis will pick up his third strikeout of the game. One away here in the top of the fourth. Jackson Griffiths will step in for his second appearance. First pitch in to Griffiths will be a strike. Griffiths struck out in his first appearance, first at bat. That was the strikeout that ended the Sharks in the top of the first. Strike has been called on the batter. The stolen base is going to be given for Roberts. Good throw from Heap, but Roberts with a very, very early jump on the release on the pitch. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count now on Jackson Griffiths. He's got a runner in scoring position. And he will go down on strikes. So back-to-back strikeouts here for Ben Caracassis and the Hawks. Quinn DePascali will step in now for his second appearance. He got us underway in the top of the second with a fly out to right field. First pitch in to DePascali outside it, down ball 1. That one's fired into right field past the outstretched O'Connell. Haggerty's going to come in and the throw will not beat Roberts to home plate. So Cronulla will plate a run here in the top of the 4th, courtesy of the 2-out single to right field by Quinn DePascali. Luke Kovac will step in now for his second appearance. He drew a walk in the top of the second. Was left on base. Swing there from Kovac. 0-1. One ball, 1 strike is the count now for Kovac. Two and 1. And that's straight back up the middle. Stevens with the scoop. He'll flyer it to Flockstra and the out will be recorded. So 1 run will cross here in the top of the 4th for the Sharks. We'll be back for the bottom of the innings. Good evening. Welcome back to the bottom of the fourth. Oliver Flockstra stepping in to get us underway. No defensive changes for the Sharks. Luke Kovac is the pitcher of record. Oliver Flockstra with the double to left field. The crowd-pleasing double to left field. In the bottom of the second, 1 ball is the count. He sent that one skyward and moving across and tracking that one all the way was the second baseman, Lachlan Ross. So the fly out there will be the first out. Lincoln Grappler will step in for his second appearance. Another crowd-pleasing hit there in the bottom of the second. Single to right field for Grappler. And the first pitch in to Grappler, called strike one. That one fired down the right field line, but it will be foul. 0-2. That one's up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's going to miss inside. 2-2. That one's down the left field line. It's going to get past the diving third baseman. Grappler's going to turn, but he'll be satisfied with the single. So back-to-back singles for Lincoln Grappler. It's going to turn the Hawks' order over. Baden Haggerty will step in for his third appearance. A ground out to second base and a single to right field. And the first pitch into Haggerty will be strike one. And that one getting away from the catcher. I wasn't sure if it hit Baden Haggerty on the way through, but he hasn't walked up the line. And the strike has been given on Haggerty. Must have hit something. But it's been enough for Grappler to get down to second on the wild pitch, or whatever it was. But the 0-2 count now for Haggerty. That's outside. That one fired back up the middle from Haggerty. So the single there from Haggerty will keep the Hawks alive. Runners on the corners now. Haggerty on first, Grappler on third. Cooper Wilson will step in for his third appearance. Sacrifice fly to Wilson in his last at bat. Strike out in his first. He now has runners on the corners. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. So an opportunity for Cooper Wilson to add to the scoreline here. one up and over our heads. Haggerty's going to be out on the stolen base. No movement from Cronulla. So the tag applied at second base. Haggerty's out. Cronulla didn't come home. 1-1 is the count on Wilson. One ball, two now for Wilson. That's on the ground. Scoop from the shortstop. Fired over to Baker. Shortstop being Mackenzie. Mackenzie combining with Baker, and that run will be stranded for your Ryde Hawks. So after 4 complete, it is Hawks 5, Sharks 2. We'll be back for the top of the 5th. Welcome back to the top of the 5th. 1-1 count here on the 9-hole hitter, Nathan Pays. Bit of bat on that one. We'll see Caracassis get ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's going to see Pace back to the dugout. Caracassis picking up his 5th strikeout of the night. It's going to turn the order over for the Sharks. Zane Ross will step in for his 3rd appearance. A walk and a strikeout, or a foul tip out, I should be more sure of there. It's been a big day. Not complaining. 0-2. Had Hawkies go live here this morning. Then under 18s, 3rd grade, 2nd grade, rep recognition night, 1st grade. Rookie reps tomorrow morning. Living the dream. 0-2 from Ross. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. That one sent skyward by Ross. And Ross will go down on strikes. Caracassis, full control here. This top of the fifth. Jake McKenzie will step in now for his third appearance. Back-to-back ground outs for McKenzie. That one's on the ground. Gruppala with the grab over to Flockstra, and the ground out will be the end of the Sharks here in the top of the fifth. So next week is our final broadcast of the State League in the under-18s. We've got a guest commentator. That will be Ben Heap. I'm looking for a commentator for third and second grade. My commentary team pulled out on me. So if you want to help me out and commentate third or second grade next week, let me know during the week. And Gary Pisana, special guest commentator, will be commentating first grade next Saturday night here at ELS. We know from this morning's games that our under-18s team have clinched the minor premiership in that division. So congratulations to our under-18s players, coaches and their families. Our third grade team, after this morning's win, have also clinched a playoff spot, so they can't be knocked out of the top four regardless of what happens tomorrow and next week. So they'll be in the postseason. Second grade made it difficult for themselves. They were sitting in second position. They're now sitting, I believe, in third. But they'll require next week's games to know whether they are also in the playoffs. And sadly, first grade won't make the playoffs in season 2025, but it's been a great building and learning year from our young first grade team, and very, very, very proud of them. Joe Stevens is the batter in the box for your Ryde Hawks. You see the first pitch in strike one. So I do have a defensive change here too. Riley Jones has come in to catch for Jackson Griffith. Excuse me. I've got a frog. So Riley Jones has taken over the catching responsibilities from Jackson Griffith. Both of those young players playing earlier today. So it's a good idea for them to have a bit of a rest here tonight. Full 9 innings, as I've said. I think between the two of them, they've probably already caught that. As Stevens sends that one skyward. In fact, I could probably tell you. So Jackson Griffiths didn't catch this morning. He was playing second base this morning. But Riley Jones did catch. He caught four innings. No, he caught 7. So Riley Jones doing a lot of work here today for the Sharks, as Joe Stevens goes down on strikes. Luke Kovac pick up his second strikeout of the night. And O'Connell's just lined that one into left centre field. First pitch, and he's jumped on it. The Hawks with a base runner here in this bottom of the 5th innings. Matt O'Neill will step in for his third appearance, a single to right and a ground out to second base. First pitch into O'Neill outside, down ball one. Into outside and up, ball two. So 3 balls there for O'Neill. And that one's going to be called a strike. O'Neill didn't take the bat off his shoulder. That one sent skyward by O'Neill. The chase is on, and it's going to be caught by the second baseman, Ross, in shallow centre field. He ran back a long way, took the catch over his shoulder. McConnell moving back to first base. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Jackson Heap will step in for his 3rd appearance. Reached on a fielder's choice and then lined out to centre field. And that one's on the ground. The scoop from the 3rd baseman fired over to Baker. Toby Roberts combining with Peter Baker. Good pick by Baker in the end. That will be the end of the Hawks here. The runner of Jesse O'Connell will be left stranded. So after 5 complete, it is your Ryde Hawks 5, Cronulla 2. We'll be back for the top of the 6th. Good evening and welcome back to the top of the 6th innings. Lachlan Ross is the batter in the box and Ben Karakasis remains the pitcher of record for your Ryde Hawks. So 2-2 the count now for Lachlan Ross. Just transitioning through into night time, getting all our lamps ready. It's going to be up. So full count now for Ross. That one's sent skyward. Haggerty coming in, taking charge. And the fly out to right field will be recorded here as the first out. So that's Ben Karakassis' time on the mound complete. His 5.1 innings of work. He's going to be replaced by Matt O'Neill. Call to the league's hub bullpen for that pitching change. So while O'Neill just goes through his final warm-up pitches, there isn't much for me to recap here in the top of the sixth. A fly out to Lachlan Ross. Here's all she wrote. Coach O'Neill is on the mound. The kids have all come back. And the first pitch in to Kobe Roberts. Outside, ball one. That's going to catch the outside of the plate. 1-1. The swing there from Roberts. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Roberts has lined that one into centre field. And a single to centre field will get the Sharks started here in the top of the sixth. Will bring to the plate for his third appearance, Peter Baker. A single to left and a strikeout. A lefty-lefty matchup here. Baker's jumped on that first pitch, 0-1. Baker sent it skyward. Coming across and taking the catch will be Cooper Wilson. Centre field, so 2 out here for the Sharks in the top of the sixth. Riley Jones will step in now for his first appearance. He came into the game defensively an inning ago, taking up the catching responsibilities from Jackson Griffith. Jones has sent that one skyward. Coming in and taking charge will be Baden Haggerty. And the fly out to right field will keep the Sharks scoreless here in the top of the 6th. They'll be back shortly for the bottom of the inning. Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th inning. No defensive changes for the Sharks. Luke Kovac remains the pitcher of record. The first of the Hawks to face him will be Christian Lane. Drew a walk and flew out to within a metre of the fence in his first 2 at-bats tonight. So 1-1 is the count now for Lane. That one chopped at by Lane. It's going to be caught just in shallow right field there by the first baseman. That will bring to the plate Oliver Flockstra, double down the left field line. As part of the scoring machine for the Hawks back in the 2nd innings. Flew out to second base. His second at bat. And that one's going to drop for a base hit. The Flockstra's going to get a single here in this bottom of the 6th innings. Lincoln Gruppala will step in now for his 3rd appearance. A single to right, a single to left. I apologise if you were in the coverage earlier. I was tripping over my words. I reckon if you listen to it back, it sounded like gobbledygook because I was trying to commentate, find out where the lineups were, trying to work out all these things. I had kids running around everywhere, so a big day. So don't watch it back. The first pitch into Gruppala outside, ball 1. So I've just had an update. Our women's A-grade team got a win today, 8-5. Good win, said the coach. Guaranteed into the playoffs. Yep. Amazing. So we've got another team into the playoffs. So 3 teams guaranteed into the playoffs so far. 2nd grade, I think, will be decided next week. Get someone to confirm that. Pick-off attempt there at first. Getting down to the business. I won't be here next Saturday to confirm these things. That's why I wanted to confirm it now. Kovac with the scoop, the turn, and it won't beat Gruppala down to first base. So just the 1 out is going to be recorded there. Gruppala will get a board on the fielder's choice play. Beautiful breeze has just picked up across the ballpark. Absolutely magnificent conditions here tonight. Baden Haggerty's going to step in for his 4th appearance. A ground out and back-to-back singles, one to right, one to centre. He's got Lincoln Grappler on the base pass ahead of him, but no outs up his sleeve here. First pitch into Haggerty, outside ball 1. Couldn't have asked for a more beautiful night here at the ballpark. The smoke has cleared, not figuratively, literally. That's on the ground. Big run there from the third baseman, Roberts. It's going to beat Haggerty to first base, and that will be the end of the Hawks here in the bottom of the 6th. No change to the scoreline. Your Ryde Hawks 5, Cronulla 2. We'll be back for the top of the 7th. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the 7th inning. Matt O'Neill remains a pitcher of record. Quinn DiPascali is the batter in the box. And that one's on the roof. 0-2 the count now for DiPascali. That one fired down the right field line onto the concourse. There's a boatload of kids down there. Paul O'Neill's just come past and told me that today we've gone through 40 litres of blue slushies. Probably about 30 of the pink slushies. About 70 litres of slushy was consumed on the premises today. Gotta love a baseball day. 1-2 is the count now for DiPascali. That one sent skyward. The chase is on. Joe Stevens taking control. And the catch will be taken in shallow left field. Luke Kovac will step in now for his 3rd appearance, a walk and a ground out for him. And the first pitch in to Kovac will drop in for O'Neill, 0-1. And that's inside, 0-2. And the swing from Kovac. We'll see O'Neill pick up his first strikeout of the night, the second out of the inning. And Nathan Pays will step in now for his third appearance, grounded into a double play and struck out himself. O'Neill will open Pays' account, struck one. Yes, he did. Umpire Jim and Lee saying that Nathan Pace did swing. That one's up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's inside. Every pitch is getting a groan from the crowd. Shows they're watching. 2-2. And a bit of bat on that one will keep Pays alive. Two remains the count. That one sent skyward by Pays. Wilson had it lost there for a minute, but found it again and taking control, take the catch. And the Sharks will be scoreless here in the top of the 7th. We're in the stretch. Woo! Time for an opportunity to thank our sponsors. You would have seen their logos flash across your screen during all of our commercial breaks. But our major sponsor is the Gallagher's Hotel, Gallagher's owned hotel, the Hunters Hill Hotel at Hunters Hill. An amazing facility. If you're looking for a venue for an event, they've got a fantastic room upstairs. If you're looking for just a great meal, watch the footy, have a beer, it's a really, really great little pub. So we can very proudly have an association with the Hunters Hill Hotel. Our family of sponsors, the Lush Collection, Ampersand Barber and Feel Good Collective. We thank them for coming on board this year. Leagues Hub is our call to the bullpen. Any Stage Physio it sponsors our Radar. And Red Stitches have come on board this year as our scoreboard sponsor. And we couldn't do any of our broadcasting without them. Canada Bay are back on again this year. Once Upon a Cake, a new sponsor for this year. Amazing, amazing cakes. So just check out that. If you're looking for a birthday cake, Sydney Diamond Sports have always been part of the RHBL and Ryde Baseball. And the new logo, Game Time Live. That's us, the GTL Stream Team. Look at that delicious chicken schnitzel thing there. Chicken, what is it called? Parmigiana. Amazing. Great food at the Hunters Hill Hotel. Back to the action. Bottom of the 7th, Cooper Wilson is the batter in the box for your Ryde Hawks. Luke Kovac remains on the mound, and Wilson's lined that one into right centre field, and he will get aboard with the single. Centre fielder looking to try and get Wilson out, going to first from centre field, but Wilson has wheels, and that wasn't ever going to happen. So single to centre field to get us underway here in the bottom of the 7th for Cooper Wilson. Joe Stevens will step in for his 4th appearance. Hit by pitch, a fly out and a strike. Excuse me, I've got the Cuppies. A fly out and a strikeout. Turn there from Kovac, very quick. Baker thought he had applied the tag in enough time. Umpire Lee not convinced. Wilson safe at first. And that one's on the ground. It's past the third baseman. So Joe Stevens with the single. Will bring to the plate for his 4th appearance. Jesse O'Connell grounded out to the pitcher. Drew a walk and a single to centre field. Has base runners ahead of him now, Wilson and Stevens. That's on the ground from O'Connell, the sacrifice bunt. The tag's going to be applied by Kovac, but it will get the job done. And the sack bunt out there is going to put Wilson and Stevens in scoring position. O'Neill's going to step in for his 4th appearance. The single to right, a ground out to second, and a fly out to second. Here's an opportunity now to increase the scoreline here. It's going to be up and out, ball 1. Time's been called by the Cronulla manager. Just a quick chat with the infield. Just the 1 ball on O'Neill. Got a bit of a shift on here, have we? Yeah. We have. We've got a shift. Look at that. Can you see that on the screen there? We've got 2 second basemen. Third baseman's playing shortstop. Oh, that's where you just want to line it down the left field line, isn't it? That doesn't matter because it's going to centre field for a base hit anyway. 1 run's going to cross, 2 runs are going to be waved in. O'Neill's going to chance himself getting to second base, which he will. So Matt O'Neill with the double there. It's going to play 2 more runs for the Hawks. The infield shift was irrelevant. The ball went into the outfield. And Matt O'Neill has cleared the bases, extending the lead here 7 runs to 2. And Jackson Heap will step in for his 4th appearance. Reached on a field's choice. It looks like we've got a pitching change here. Looks like Kobe Roberts is coming in to take over the pitching responsibilities from Luke Kovac after his solid 6.1 innings. So Kobe Roberts is definitely, and I think we've got Mitchell Driver coming in for Luke Kovac. Driver has come into the game. Mitchell Driver from 2nd grade has come into the game for Luke Kovac and will bat in the 8 hole. And the current 3rd baseman, Kobe Roberts, is coming in to take over the pitching responsibilities from Kovac. So Roberts just going through his last few warm-up pitches. This is how the innings has gone. A leadoff single to centre field for Cooper Wilson. Joe Stevens with a single to left field. Jesse O'Connell with a very, very effective sacrifice bunt, moving Stevens and Wilson into scoring position. And Matt O'Neill coming up clutch with a double to centre field despite an infield shift like I have not seen in State League for a few years. So Kobe Roberts is finished his warm-up pitches. Jackson Heap will be the first of the Hawks to face Roberts here in the bottom of the 7th. So Heap, Roberts ready, Heap ready. Then Heap will be commentating 18s for us next week. So big thank you to Ben And that one is lined into right field despite the jumping second baseman. And Heap's going to go all the way to third. O'Neill's going to cruise around, and it's going to be a triple for Heap. And the crowd are loving that one. A big jump there from the second baseman, Lachlan Ross, and it went past him. A very, very hard hit out into what we always call the ELS graveyard. It's going to plate another run for the Hawks here in the 7th. And Jackson Heat will stand safely at third base. Christian Lane will step in now for his 4th appearance. A walk, a fly out, and a pop out for him. And he has just the one out here in the innings. And Jackson Heat standing at third base. Quick confab with the catcher just to check the signals as we transition into full night time. A great shot of the field there on your screen with the light poles. So the first pitch into Lane, inside, ball 1. And that's going to miss inside, so 2 balls. Oh, that one on the inside again, but just as Christian pulled away, it's hit the bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's going to catch the bottom of the zone. 2-2. And Lane will draw the walk. So I obviously had the count wrong. Runners on the corners now for the Hawks. Oliver Flockstra will step in for his 4th appearance. A double to left, a fly out to second, and a single to right. He's been on fire tonight as well. That's going to catch the outside. 0-1. Off attempt there, Lane back into the dirt. Just a 1 strike on Flockstra at the plate. That's in the dirt, 1-1. Up for Flockstra, 2 balls, 1. So next Friday night is our next broadcast. It's the Little League and Intermediate League RHBL Club Championship Games. Broadcast will start at 6 p.m. Very excited for that broadcast. That's up for Lane. Sorry, beg your pardon, up for Flockstra. swing there from Flockstra is going to fill up the count. Flockstra will go down on strikes. So 2 out here for the Hawks. Lincoln Gruppala will step in for his 4th appearance, a single to right, a single to left, and he's reached on a fielder's choice. Has runners on the corners here in this bottom of the 7th innings. The Hawks already plating 3 here in the innings. And the first pitch into Gruppala, strike 1. It's outside, 1-1. That's up. Gee, a hush just descended on the park. And that's outside and down, so 3-1. And Lincoln Gruppala will draw the walk. So the base is now loaded with Hawks. And Baden Haggerty will step in for his 5th appearance. A ground out to second base, a single to right field, a single to centre field, and a ground out to third base. 2 of the 4 of those will score some more Hawks runs. No, which 2. This will be the first time he'll face Roberts, though. He'll open his account with a big swing. Roberts coming in to replace Luke Kovac just in the middle of this innings. That's going to be up for Haggerty, 1-1. That's up again. Ball's 1 strike. And the swing from Haggerty will level up the count, 2-2. That one off the handle. Haggerty will keep himself alive. The young fella flew out of the grandstands then. Lightning. That one's lined into centre field by Baden Haggerty. It's going to get past the centre fielder. Jackson Heap will score. Christian Lane will score. Haggerty's going to try and get to third, and he will. It's a bases clearing hit there for Baden Haggerty. 2 out, bases clearing triple for Baden Haggerty. Cooper Wilson will step in for his 5th appearance, but the 2nd appearance in the inning here. That one's lined into right field for a base hit too. So another run will cross here for the Hawks. And I think that we actually might have a result here. It's 10 runs to 2 is the scoreline. And the Hawks look like they're going to mercy here. They have. So a mercy win here for your Ryde Hawks in this first grade game. What a great day of baseball we've had. And we are done for the day. We started at 7 o'clock this morning. And we've had over 12 hours of baseball. I'm Kerry Choi, and I'd like to thank you all for putting up with me over the course of this season in the commentary. I appreciate your patience and your time with me, and it is an absolute privilege for me to broadcast these games to you, working alongside Owen Toludo, who is an absolute legend at the audio visual stuff. Richard Thwaites has come on board this season and as a camera operator, and it's been an absolute privilege to work with these two gentlemen again, broadcasting baseball games from ELS to you. I won't be back broadcasting any more State League games for the balance of the season, but as I said, we will be broadcasting juniors playoffs over the next 2 Friday nights. Thank you very, very much again from the bottom of my heart. Good night to all.